welcome to another classic guitar video. Sorry I'm coming a few days late. I had a really bad flare-up with my bad back, and I was pretty well down for 3-4 days. I'm still not 100%. I might only last an hour or so tonight even. Maybe a little longer. I need to finish this guitar. Well, I need to start on it to start with. But again, this is the Jackson Warrior bolt-on neck in black. I got it from a friend of mine, Kevin, a little while back. It's a pretty nice guitar. It's nothing to write home about. It's not high-end Jackson custom shop or anything. It's just kind of an end user guitar. But I wanted it and I like it. And you know me, I don't care if it's a guitar is a $100 guitar or a $500 guitar, $500 guitar or a $1,000 guitar or a $3,000 guitar. It doesn't matter. I like them all, and I'm kind of undecided if this one's going to be a keeper or not. I guess that's going to depend on how it comes out. I guess the previous owner, to my friend Kevin, previous owner for him, put some stickers on the guitar. I don't even know what some of the stickers mean. They're just kind of regular stickers. I'm sure they mean something, but I'm not really sure. I'll show them to you. So I'm going to take those stickers off and take the sticky off of them and do my thing to them. And I might change out the control knobs. I'm not quite sure yet. I kind of think they're aftermarket. They look like they don't belong on the guitar. In fact, I pretty well know they don't. This guitar like this is all black, and I'm 95% sure it had black knobs. I could be wrong, but I think it did. So I've already taken my pre-pictures. I'm going to take one more close-up of the stickers, and we'll get started on this guitar. Again, it's a Jackson Warrior, and I'll show you the what it looks like and the year and all that stuff. So here we go. Okay, here it is in all its glory, or lack thereof, as some would say. I think it's a cool guitar. I always like the Warrior body. So here's these stickers. I think they'll come off relatively easy. They're just kind of vinyl stickers. They're not plastic stickers. Or they're not paper stickers, rather. They're vinyl stickers, so they should come off relatively easy. The switch here is very loose, and you can see I can move it back and forth like that. The knobs are loose. Everything's kind of loose, if you will. I'm going to take all these screws out and take them in the shop and brush finish them. They're kind of rusty and corroded and gooey, if you will. Yes, I said gooey. So first thing I'm going to do is take these stickers off and whatnot. And the guitar is a, according to the serial number, it's a 2008, and it's number 3277 off the assembly line, if you will. It's just very basic. The frets and the fretboard are really bad. Not in bad condition, just in bad dirtiness. The frets are all yellowed and tarnished and all that good stuff. So I may or may not put new strings on it. These strings are pretty new. So I don't know, we'll see. I just put these on not too long ago, so we'll see. The answer is we'll see. And we'll go from there. So I'm just going to take some before pictures. I already took one away, and now I'm going to take another one. Just kind of a close-up macro shot of the speakers. Just so I can get them off, and you know, generally when a guitar has an issue like this. I will take pictures of that. So, taking these screws out to the shop, you've seen me do that before. That won't take long. That'll take all of less than 10 minutes. So that's not a big issue. So I'm gonna test play this puppy. And it's got a nifty inset jack that's pretty cool. Drilled in jack, kind of like Ibanez has, if you will. And it helps if I turn the amplifier on. Just a little. It just helps a little bit if you have the amplifier on. Not much. So. Ooh. Way out of tune already. The jack is good. Wiggle jack. Turn the knobs. Make sure the knobs are not scratchy or staticky. Work the switch. A little bit of static on the switch, but I think that's because it's loose. Definitely gonna have to put lube on the nut. Well, it's in tune good enough to test it. Ooh, those frets are rough. Kind of hurts my back to play because I gotta, use my strength in my forearms to strum and whatnot, and it's still kind of recovering from that. But that being said, not too shabby chic. Maybe it's shabby chic. I don't know. Might be shabby chic. It just might be shabby chic. That's interesting on that. So, yeah, those are just the insets. That's what I thought it was. Insets for the some have a little copper or brass inset. Just for no other reason than they can, really. Sometimes if the post is too small. I think I'm now 98% sure those are aftermarket knobs. I think I have some black ones. I might swap them out. And these, if you remember that BC Rich that I worked on, that custom built one that I built. You know what? I might put these on that BC Rich because remember how it looked, and these happen to be there, so that might be a good swap out for that BC bitch. Oops, I'm still getting used to that new chair. Now I'm gonna have to come all the way around here on the other side of the computer to do the workings on the mohickeys here. That's what they're called, mohickeys. I'm kidding. The tuning heads. The machines on the tuning heads are very loose. I mean, just very loose. So, go ahead and tighten these pigs up. Add to its tuning, staying in tune. Nice and tight. And as I mentioned, some people don't like these tight. They like them, I mean, just loose to where you just barely blow on them and it turns them. You don't want that, because if you run your hand across it, or as you're pulling it out of your gig bag or case, you're going to have to tune it every single solitary time, without a doubt. And a lot of guitarists will say, well, you have to tune it anyway. You know what? No, you don't. You don't have to tune it anyway. That's kind of a misnomer. If you have a guitar that's well intonated, well tuned, and everything is tight, you won't have to tune it out of the right out of your case or right out of your gig bag. You won't. Misnomenclature. Oh, today is the 22nd, so the new Jurassic Park movie came out, and I should be doing it tomorrow night, but I have somebody actually wanting to look at this guitar tomorrow. I should have been doing my Klasic collectibles stream, and doing Jurassic Park toys. But again, somebody wanted this guitar. They wanted to look at it at the very least. So with this, I'm doing this tonight. This guitar shouldn't take too long unless I run into an issue. The thing that's probably going to take the longest is probably those screws. I'm going to take them to the shop and give them a brush finish. That's probably going to take the longest out of everything. So other than that, all will be well.
And I'm going to hold this as best I can tight. So you guys know I like my switches. You know, I don't like them canted, or that way you select the back, you get the back pickup, middle, you get both, front, you get front. No confusion. I've had people bring me guitars that were, the switching was either unknown or backwards. And it's just like, no, that's not very copacetic. Not copacetic, you know? It's just not copacetic. Oi! Oi! So... yeah, these strings, I don't know. Alright. Yeah. Oh, shitballs. I forgot about the... Oh, darn. I forgot about the, son of a mother. I'm gonna have to look in the case. Whoever strung this last, didn't string it right. I didn't string it, and nor did my friend. And I guess one of the ferrules came out, and they strung it without it being in, and that's just not good. Luckily, it's in the case, unless I put it here somewhere, which I don't think I did. But I'm pretty sure it's in the case, so I will grab it here in a minute. Now, when tightening necks like this, you don't want to just go like this. I'm going to give you a better view. You don't want to just go like that, because inevitably your screwdriver will cant and you'll scrape it, and you'll, you know, so you want to put your hand on top of it like this. Keep it straight, or if your guitar is slightly angled, down pressure and turn. That way it won't slip out or out of its slots. It still will on occasion, but it will be less likely to do so, and you'll be able to get a better grip, and you won't mess up the heads on the screwdriver or accidentally go and you'll scrape and all that stuff. Lots of down pressure and a good sharp screwdriver. I'm using my Wera screwdrivers. My brother got me these for Christmas a couple of Christmases ago, and they're still sharp to this day. They're really awesome screwdrivers. They're called Wera, W-E-R-A. Some of the best. In my opinion, better than Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell, Craftsman. The real, see, it almost slipped on me. Really sharp, and they're laser etched, so they have a little extra laser etched grip that they incorporate into their design. So they're really good screwdrivers, and nice rubberized handles. So very good. Stellar. This one I'm gonna have to really put some down pressure on because I need it a little extra. Come on, one more ought to do it. This one I need to go a couple more. One more maybe. One more maybe. This one I need to go a tiny bit more. This one I need to go a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. Okay, there we go. Check the mohickey for the mohickey. No, the strap button. Strap button's tight. And second strap button is tight. And I'm going to open the back of the electronics port, or panel rather, not port, and check the give a visual as I always do. Again, this is not an expensive high-end guitar. I'm probably going to ask $210 for it, thereabouts. And then I will give the nut that holds the back of the jack in just a little twist tighten. It's kind of loose, actually. Come on, grip, dang it. Alright, there we go. The electronics look good and clean and nice. Nothing's broken, nothing's frayed. Pretty nice, and you know me, I have to take a picture of everything. So I'm just going to take a quick pic just for shits and giggles. Yeah, a quick pick like that. Give a quick blowout just to make sure there's no pieces of metal flying in there could wreak havoc on a piece of electronic or whatever. So just kind of make sure. Put the screws back. These ones I don't think I will wire wheel. I might. I'll leave them kind of semi-loose maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I gotta not forget that ferrule. That's a string ferrule. I'm 99% sure it's in the case. Need to do back of the tuners. Crafted in India, of all places. They don't say made anymore. Made in China, or made in here, or made in there. Especially the overseas guitars, they say crafted. They're crafted. It makes it sound a little more fancy, I guess, for lack of a better description. It's not made in China, it's crafted in China, or crafted in India, or crafted in Pakistan, or wherever. In this particular case, crafted in India. It's crafted. That's fine. I think this new guitar was, this guitar new was $299. So, it might even be $350. I'll have to look. Somebody took off another sticker that was here. Probably the, those little CE conforms to electronic blah blah blah. Those little CE stickers you see on products sometimes. I think that's probably what was there. I'll just polish that down. That's not a big deal. I need a minute to go look in the case and see if I have the ferrule, the string. This pickup is flopping around for some reason when I turn it over. I gotta see what that issue is. Alright, let me go see if I can have that ferrule in the case. So I'll be back forthwith. Okay, I found it. I almost didn't find it. It was actually in the case, in the little zip lock bag, little tiny square Ziploc bag about that big that has the key for the case. But here's the ferrule. There's nothing wrong with it. It's brand new condition. I don't know why the person whoever strung it didn't I don't know what. So here it is, give you a look. It's called a ferrule. Just a little piece of metal that's kind of barrel shaped and recessed with this lip on it, and that's what the end of the string goes through and in, and it just kind of keeps it sturdy and keeps the eye of the string just kind of digging in wood. Otherwise, eventually it would just slip through over the years. So they put these in most guitars that are called string through. So there it is in all its glory, or lack thereof, in all of its glory, its glorious glory. So, and I just realized I might not have strings. I think I have an extra set of strings. Because these don't have enough winds on them. They only have like one wind on them. That's not good either. So yeah. Topic is not cooperating. Jackson Warrior. Change my topic. But I've heard that YouTube is having issues with topic change or whatever. So, yeah. Oi. Oi, Bay. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just checking something online real quick like. Real quick like. Okay. Sorry. All done. There's a moment of silence. Oh, my camera's all blurry. It's blurry. There. Okay. So, shoot. Now I don't know if I have strings. I'm pretty sure I have strings. I am 90%, well, 75% sure I have strings. If not, I will have to go to Guitar Center tomorrow, real quick like, and buy some. I had thought these strings were relatively new, they're not. I was thinking of another Jackson that I'm going to be working on. Was mixing the two up a little bit. So yeah, Jurassic Park came out today. I should be doing toys. The toy stream on my Klasic Collectibles channel. But that's alright, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I told a friend of mine who's kind of a toy and collectible collector that I was going to be streaming toys, and I'm not doing it, and so he's probably going like, okay, he was doing guitars, I thought he was going to stream toys. But that's okay, we'll get her done anyway, no matter what. Get her done. I've been poking myself with string tips lately for some reason. I very rarely do that because I know better. But for whatever reason, I've been doing that. I remember the past couple of weeks I did it in 2 guitars in a row. It was like, okay, why am I doing that? I was like, whoops. Okay. So we'll take the bridge off so we don't lose it, or scratch it flipping the guitar over. I always take notice where the adjustment screws go either forward or reverse. These are forward. And then take the adjusters, thumb adjusters off. And I got an hour late start tonight because I had to cook dinner for everyone, so make sure these won't slip out. Just kind of grab them with your fingernails and pull on them a little bit. Make sure they're not gonna flop out. And then check these, make sure they're not gonna flop out, because you don't want anything flopping out. That would not be agreeable at all in any way, shape, or form for something to flop out. I'll pull these suckers out, and I will do something with them. I don't know yet. Okay. I guess I'll just throw them on the floor. I hate to put strings on the floor, but whatever. If I do it right, now that I've made more floor space when I rearranged everything a couple weeks ago, and I'm about to have a little less floor space tomorrow when I bring my swamp cooler in here. Oop, this ferrule's gonna come right out. See? Look at that. It just slips right out. So that's probably what happened to the previous fella that took the strings out. One slipped out and on his workbench or whatever, and or wherever he does his guitar work, and it fell out, and he put the new strings on, and looked afterward and went, oh, a ferrule came out, and probably looked on his workstation and goes, oh, here it is. So it happens, you know. Well, it looks like the others are not loose. Well, this one's kind of loose. And so pounding these in will not do the trick for me. I will have to either do the toothpick trick or on 2 of these, because 2 of these are loose out of all of them. 2 of the 6 are loose. So if I do the toothpick trick, you know, just take a little bit of toothpick wood, put it in there straight, put it in straight, and these are knurled, so they'll go in its little way, and then take my little hammer and do that. But in the meantime, I will take these out and set them aside, so that way when I flip the guitar over again right now, these won't all end up on the floor, and then I won't be able to find them. Oh, I take it back. You know what? Looks like I got 3 that are loose. Okay. Interesting. I better double check these other ones. These last 3. And when I turn the guitar over, I'll just put my hand over it and just kind of do this. Double check, triple check them again. Same with these. I feel gaps under some of these, so I'll take my hammer, my little hobby hammer, nylon side, and just kind of and I'll take the brass hammer and just kind of lightly tap them. Oh yeah, much better. 1,000 times better. Maybe even 2,000 times better. Maybe. So here's what I need to decide if I want to satin finish the pickups, or just if they will clean up good enough. They're actually pretty darn dirty. I might lightly satin finish them. These have the Jackson logo on them, so I don't like to satin finish them too much, or I will satin finish, scrape that finish logo right off, and I don't want to do that either. So, I think what I'll do is I'll do the frets and fretboard, as I'm probably gonna. Yeah, I still haven't gotten a battery for that drill. I'll do my work, take these screws off, take them in the shop and brush finish them, and then the charger can be charging the drill battery. So let me take another before picture of this fretboard's really bad. I mean really bad. Really bad. The frets themselves are in good condition, and so is the wood. It's very dirty and very tarnished. So it's like, wow. I think they'll come out real good when I do finish them here.
Shuttle bay doors are sealed. The evacuation pods are locked down. We have no way out.
Okay, we got a good before picture. And before picture. And get my mohickey out. Mohickey doohickey. Get my rags ready. Nice clean rags. And get my drill. Sorry, I got a little throat tickle going on. Yeah. Throat tickle here. Okay. Ooh. Odo and Frodo. Alright, here we go. good coating on this because it needs it. And again, with the polish on there, you don't want to go full throttle on the drill. You're going to sling it all over yourself and all over your workplace and everything. You usually start in about the middle, go down, go up, and you can go a little faster, and you can start going up and down a little. Now you can go full throttle. It's real dying already. Oh man, come on. Well, that sucks. That did not last long at all. Sometimes taking the battery out, shaking it a little, just kind of lightly tapping it. We'll kind of, you know, revitalize it for a few seconds. That ain't good. I really need to get a new battery for this. I've been saying it for how long? Jeez. Alright, well, whatever. Take these screws off. And, make sure they're the same length. They are. You don't want to mix them up if they're different length or whatever. They're not. I'll probably sat and finish the pickups and the pickup bezels. They don't look good at all. And as you know, black is a very unforgiving color. It shows everything. Everything. So it looks like this one's lost a spring, so that's why this was flopping around. And it's not in the thing, it's missing altogether. And that is quite strange, and somebody's got some sort of weird fangled thing on that. No, the spring is there, it's just completely compressed, and somebody's put a strange nut on one end of it. I guess they wanted the action of the pickup really super freaking low, but in doing so it just kind of makes it flop around, and you don't want that. At least I don't. It's got this strange little, somebody added this little strange screw thing. That's what it's officially called, you know. Strange screw thing. You want to take notice on which way these pickup bezels go, because a lot of times these have an angle to them. They kind of have a taper. These do not, so it wouldn't matter if I put it this way or this way, but I will take notice. Usually there's a mark or something on it, I can take notice, and I say, well, this one has a number 1 on it. It's in the bottom right hand corner, so I can just use that as a marker, if you will. So take these off. There's the ground for the guitar under there. I'll check that and make sure that's tight. Okay. Let's see. Another spring. Make sure that all the springs are the same size. Okay, I see what happened. They built this guitar a little bit differently than some of their others. Oop. Oop, there's a number there. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna check this again because my polish is drying. Okay. I will take all these screws to the shop. Make sure I don't have any holes in my pocket. I'm going to be very angry if I get to the garage and I have one screw left in my pocket. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. I'll make it a rush. Alright.
Sydney Fox is a geotechnical professor. You must be Nigel. And she's not mining for knowledge. She's diving deep into every dark, dangerous, trap-filled corner of the world. Hunting for treasure and finding a whole lot of trouble. Adventure awaits with Relic Hunter. Sunday starting at 3, 2 Central. Right here on H&I. Please remain still so that I can treat your injuries. Thank you. I'm sorry, did that hurt? I'll try to be more careful. Thanks for being a patient patient. Have a pleasant afternoon. This is absurd. Oh, keep going. You're doing fine. This vernacular is not applicable to my duties on board. We can tailor the vocabulary to your specific situations a little later. Right now, it's the sentiment that counts. I don't see the relevance. I created these exercises 3 years ago to familiarize myself with the social graces. I found that if I repeated them several times each day, the words became almost second nature. Let's continue. Exercise 2. The workplace encounter. Chance to stay out of this fight. Now, how many years you read it after? Please hand me the hypo spray. Of course, doctor. Immediately. Thank you. Looks like instrument. No, don't read it. Only the title. Excuse me, nurse. This is the wrong hypo spray. Would you mind finding the correct one? Not at all. Thank you. Did I mention you look lovely today? Oh, doctor, you're so charming. This lesson is terminated. I know it's awkward. For me, it was even painful. But I think you'll find the rewards well worth the effort. Rewards. The ability to put others at ease. Make them feel more comfortable around you. You were not like me when I was first activated. If I'd had a mentor, things would have gone a lot more smoothly. I'm willing to share my wisdom. But if you're not interested, fine. I'll stick to your physiological maintenance. I will examine your data.
Okay.
A special attention to 17. Explanatory for beginners. Have a pleasant day.
Okay. I'm back. Back like a sucker. Okay, I need to finish the job here. Hopefully I got enough juice. Don't waste any. Start from the bottom. Well, alright. Do one more after that. Okay, so I wire wheel brushed the heads of the screws. Now they look all pretty. Let's see if I can. Maybe I can't see it too well. There we go. There we go. And then I will satin finish the pickup bezels now. And to do that, I just take one and I use my strange looking steel wool, and I will lightly brush the piece. When I'm done, it will look brand new. You just go very lightly, just the weight of your finger. You just want to kind of move your finger in slightly different positions, but going straight up and down. And that will kind of give it a natural look. pretty nice. And then I do the outside part of the bezel. I usually go back and forth on those about a dozen times. It's usually about good enough. And after I'm done, I try not to touch them with my fingers too much, because if I put my oils on them, my body oils, it'll just kind of re-shiny them. I mean, that'll happen anyway when the person buys a guitar and plays it, but I like to keep it looking new and nice for as long as I can. I mean, just because I can, you know. And one more quick time on these. Whoa, and then I fling it on the floor like I just did. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Sheesh. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. So, I'll be minimal as I can touching it with my fingers, and then I'll wash my hands after that. But, yeah. It's 79 degrees in here, it's not too bad. Get my swamp cooler in here tomorrow. It's supposed to be 95 here. Normally I would do this outside, we could just keep the dirt down in here. In my shoppy, or my workstation here rather. But that's alright. I'm not making too much of a mess. Normally I would have a small piece to do this, but I haven't had time to cut this. There's some sheet metal shears to my size. I don't know, just haven't had the time to do it. So I'm doing this instead. Okay, so very clean and nice. Now I will take the clean, good side of my, not that this isn't clean and good, but, you know, new surface of these this is not just fine, but this is ultra fine steel wool. And I will very carefully, well, I'll wait to do that because I need to finish the fretboard, and if I get any wax on the freshly done satin finishing, I'm going to ruin it by putting polish on it. So do this one more time real quick. Did not last very long, did it? But that's alright. I think I got my job done. I got it done good enough anyway. Now, put the drill back. Dang battery. Gotta remember to get battery. Gotta remember. Okay. Freshly laundered rag. Now I'm going to do this probably about 15 times, and you'll see. Ooh. Yeah, you can see. Yep, that's a lot of finger oil and grease, people's rhyme. Yeah. Pretty gnarly it is. Now I'll take the opposite side and do my thing. Do my thing. So this fretboard will be pretty good when it's done. You know, I mean, it's not $1,000 guitar, so it's a $400 guitar when it was new. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna put $210 on it. And you might say, why the strange price? At $200, I'm barely making a profit. I mean, barely. And I do this to earn a living, so I need to, you know, even if it's just a measly $10, I need to get that measly $10, because to me, it's not measly. You know, $10 is a pizza or some groceries or whatever. You know, that's half of the natural gas bill during the summer, or half of it during the winter, you know. So I have to get as much as I can out of each guitar, even if it's a measly $10. Not that I'm dirt poor or anything, but at the same time, I want to make a living, you know. Gotta make a living to make this worth doing, other than just my love of musical instruments and guitars. I do love musical instruments and guitars, but love don't pay the bills. Normally I would do this twice, but since my battery on my dang drill don't work, I can only do this once. But it's coming out pretty good. Pretty darn good. Whew, got a little bit of acid reflux going on. I usually don't get that, but I had kind of a spicy dinner. I made myself a chili size with jalapeno cheese, and then I had jalapenos and pepperoncinis on the side, and then I had garlic cheese bread, and then a spinach salad. So my stomach's kind of going a little bit here. So, yeah, Jurassic Park. I'm going to go see that probably tomorrow, time permitting. lordy, this is taking extra time because it's so dirty. And what did I say this guitar was? 2002? 2004? 2004, I think I said it was. So it's got, what, 14 years of build up on it? Today was the first day of fall. I wish. Today is the first day of summer, rather. I'm already planning for fall and Halloween and all that. For my haunted house and all that. It's going to be spectacular. My haunted house is going to be spectacular this year. I mean, it is going to be... It's not only going to be off the hook, it's going to be on the hook. That's how awesome it's going to be. I've got a lot of new displays going up and things I've made, and this is going to be stellar. Stellar, stellar, stellar. Can't wait. Beads of sweat building on my forehead. You know, it's 79 degrees in here. Oh man. It's got minimal actual fret wear, so it's pretty good. In actuality. Whew. Almost done, but 2 left. Oh lordy. Whew. Whoa. Whew. That took twice as long as normal. I'll tell you that right now. Oh man. Ah, I folded this wrong. Come on now. There we go. This again. I'm just going to go over this like this about 30-40 times. And there we go. Oh lordy. Ooh, that looks hardcore bitchin'. All right. Very quickly take my after picture. Because that's what I do. Holy mackerel. What a freaking difference. Oh my gosh. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Get a fresh soda to drink, and I'll be right back. Okay, grabbed a little snacky poo. Show you my snack. Getting my snack on. These are pretty good. Uncrustables. Unfortunately, the stores do not carry all the ones they make. I have yet to find the grilled cheese ones and a couple of the other ones. These are really good if you deep fry them, and then a little whipped cream on top. I know that's not very healthy, but that's why you don't do it every day. But yeah. So we'll go ahead and sat and finish the pickups, and go ahead and start the rest of it. And then I'll see if I have some new strings. I'm hoping I do. Warm. Oh, come on. Yeah, this looks a sight better than it did. Boy, the frets feel real nice. The fretboard feels real nice. And the color of the wood now comes out real nice too. I almost see a reflection in it. Whereas before it was just like looking at a patch of dirt. You can't see your reflection in a patch of dirt. Wow.
But the creature has accessed the environmental controls. Deck 11 is losing life support. Gravity has also been compromised.
Evacuate the deck. Regroup on deck 10.
I got it.
He started to nerve him, so he did the same thing to us.
You want me to find out? That's your chance. Nothing under your supervision, Commander. If he steps out of line, shoot him.
Whoa. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Oh. 2 bites of my snacky poo. My snacker sized. And here we go. Commencing satin finish. Satin finishing. You can do satin finishing one of 2 ways. You can go straight up and down like I do, or you can go diagonal, or you can go circular. Typically I just like to go up and down. You know, and that's about it. I mean,
Level 5 should be sufficient to stop the creature.
And pickups can be hard to do because it'll, you know, this being steel wool, it will leave the remnants behind. So you want to clean off the remnants. Normally I'd use like Scotch-Brite, but I am currently out Scotch-Brite, so I can't do that. So I just have to use this. When I blow, I of course close my eyes so I don't get all of it in my eyes. I've gotten steel wool in my eyes before, and yeah. Not pretty. It took me hours of sitting in my front yard with the hose hosing my eyes down to finally get the piece out. I was not going to go to the emergency room and pay $800, $900, $1,200 just for something I could have gotten off myself. Know what I mean? Jelly beans. Okay, we got a ground here, so I'm gonna make sure it's tight. I got the wrong screwdriver. Just kind of want to strip it out, just make sure it's tight. And carefully put back, and then carefully, being very careful not to scratch off the logo, the Jackson logo on the pickups. That's about all I want to go. Well, I have to go a little more because there's a little bit of wear right here. One of the bass strings, the low E string. And I just spat on it, so I have to go over it again. There we go. You don't want to spat on it. And I found out what this little thumb screw thing is. It's actually the inset for the pickup that actually came pulled out of the pickup. It goes right in here. I thought it was somebody's weird adjustment or something, but I was mistaken in that. So I will just go ahead and I will put it back. It's splined, so I can put it back with some relative ease. I'm going to have to use some needle nose. Being very careful not to shoot it across the room. And I just broke it. No, I didn't. There it is. I thought I broke it, but I didn't. There we go. Nice. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the other pickup. Take a couple more bites of my my Uncrustable. Oh, this one, in case you didn't read it, is peanut butter and honey on whole wheat. I will say the whole wheat bread does not look very whole wheaty. It's too white to be a quality whole wheat. Notice it doesn't say 100% whole wheat. There is a difference. If you pick up a product and it says whole wheat compared to if it says 100% whole wheat. Look it up. Google it. There is a difference. Google it. or Yahoo it. Actually, I very rarely say Google anymore. I'm getting to the point where I hate when people say, "Oh, I just Googled it." I said, "No, I Yahooed it." And they're like, "Yahoo, what's that?" Google is not the only search engine. I'll tell you that right now. I imagine the honey is probably not real honey. I'm guessing it is what is called processed honey food, or honey spread, which is slang for fake honey. What does it say? It says honey spread. Yeah, sugar, water, pectin, caramel color, blah 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 blah. So yeah, processed honey food. That's what they used to say on products. Processed honey food. Boy, it sounds appetizing, doesn't it? Mmm. Instead, the food makers started saying, well, I know. We know. Let's call it spread. When something is called spread, ooh, it makes it sound, ooh, it's spread. Makes it sound fancy. Ooh, spread. Sounds a little more appetizing than processed honey food. So, yeah, anyway. Alright. My hands are relatively clean. Check the ground on this one. And it's tight. It's tight like a mother trucker. And proceed to satin finish it. Okay. Gooey. This guitar was actually gooey. I don't think I've ever called a guitar gooey. Yeah. This guitar was gooey. Really? Yeah? Okay, whatever you say, man. Yes, it was gooey. It might even be chewy. I don't know. Come on. This one's going to be a little harder to do because it's kind of at a weird angle here. Oh, mercy. Trying very careful not to touch each one. But it's really kind of difficult to do that because you have to touch it to move it, so and you have to move it around to blow it off, so it's kind of hard to do this, but I will do it. If I hadn't had to do all this, I would probably be done with this guitar even. I might very well be done with it, but that's alright.
By that time, species 8472 will no longer be on the Voyager. I'm sending it back where it came from.
Surrender the creatures.
Okay. So I need to polish this guitar before I put the bezels on, because it's real dirty around where the bezels go, but I have to be real careful not to touch the pickups with polish. Otherwise I'll have to refinish them. Now I'm going to take a hammer to this real quick. There we go. Excuse me. Now I'm going to take these stickers off very carefully. They're vinyl stickers, so they should come off relatively easy. Hopefully I don't take any of the finish off with it. And hopefully the finish under, hopefully the stickers weren't hiding like a gouge or a deep scratch or anything. Actually the finish under these look brand the frick new. There we go. Ooh, sticker doesn't smell very good. Doesn't smell. It smells terrible. And then there's a little bit of sticky left, so what I do is I take the same sticker, form it in my hand like this. And if you go like this, it'll actually come right up. So you just go straight up and down, and then you can go a little bit sideways. Generally speaking, you can just go up and down. Just very lightly, and just keep going until all the sticky is up. And then you can change position of the sticker. And once I polish this, it will look like it never had a sticker on it at all. Ever. Almost. Well, there we go. There's that sticker. Set that to the side. Don't wad it up yet in case I need to use the sticker to get off. Oh, they're sticky. Here's this sticker. I don't even know what it says on it. It says something. I'll read it to you after I get it off. I try, and when I take stickers off of guitars, I generally want to take them off in one fell swoop, if at all possible. And this one is not going to. It's going to leave a lot of sticky behind. Oh no. Okay, well. Shoot. Yeah, it's going to leave a crap load of sticky left behind. Oh man. There's no sticky on this now. It's just all left behind here. What does a stupid sticker say? Port of Sound Record Shoppy. Port of Sound Records.com. Boo on them. Man. Let's see if I can bring it up with this. If not, I'm gonna have a heck of a time getting this up. Oh man. That's not good. And I don't want to take a razor blade to scrape it off, because then I'll leave scrape marks on the finish. Yeah, this ain't coming up. Ah, that's bunk. Another thing you can do is take some WD-40 and spray some on your hand, not the guitar, on your finger, and then rub it, and then it'll kind of gelify. But I don't have any WD-40. Ran out the other day. Yeah, it's not coming up. That sucks. Stupid stickers. Yeah, I don't even know what this one says. I don't remember. Something stupid. It says bones. That's all it says on it. There's bones. This one gonna leave sticky behind? Yep, sure is. It's gonna leave the same amount as the other one left. Oop! I spoke too soon. Half of it's gonna. Oh, no, I spoke too soon again. Oh, nope. Oh, nope. No, this one brought some of it up. Damn it. So left all this friggin' sticky behind. Let's see if we can get some of it up with this. I might have to sit here for a half an hour and do this to get the stickier up. This guitar is going to take longer than I thought. But whatever, it's fine. If we put the sticker down and go like this with your fingernail and put the sticker down really good and then pull up fast, it'll pull it up too. Believe me, I've been doing this for years, so I know what works and what doesn't work. Sometimes you have to change the position of it because your sticker gets loaded up with sticker remnants, and then you're just putting back down what you just picked up, so you have to change position of it. You don't want to scrape too much because then you'll just put scratches in it, and being a black guitar, it's going to show every little scratch and piece of dust and imperfection and everything. So trying to rest my hand on the pickups I just finished. Otherwise I'll have to finish them again. I might have to anyway. So yeah, this is gonna take a while. It's going pretty fast actually. We'll see. And every time you do this, it weakens the sticky, so it comes up. You know. But I've sat here and done this on guitars that have had stickers on them since the 70s and 80s, and it took literally hours sitting doing this, and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and doing it and doing it. And I was so like, oh, finally. But it's worth it in the end because it comes out nice. It might leave a few little remnants behind. Sometimes you can just rub them off with your finger a little bit. I'm not to the point where I want to use any chemical on the guitar to get this off because it'll just ruin it. It'll mar the finish. So, I don't know what we can talk about while sitting here doing this. What's big YouTube news? Let's see. What's big YouTube news? A lot of big YouTube news. Trisha Paytas, I guess. She broke up with her boyfriend. watched his video and I watched her video, and it's like, you don't know who to believe. It's like, he sounds believable, but then again, so does she. So it's like, okay. But I've heard strange things about Trisha Paytas. I heard she spends her money very frivolously. She just kind of spends her money willy-nilly. She spent like $250,000 or $300,000 on a music video. And it's just like her in a music video. This is just what I've heard. I haven't researched it, so I don't know. And she just kind of, you know, she doesn't spend her money very well. So I've heard. I don't know that for a fact. Just my opinion and what I've heard. But it kind of makes sense when you're spending money, that kind of money, on a music video for yourself, and you're just kind of spending frivolously and saving for the future and all that kind of stuff. And maybe she does. I don't know. She might have hundreds of millions of dollars, or $10 million for all I know. I don't know. I'm just guessing. She's got a couple of million YouTube followers, I think. I think she's pretty. She's quite attractive. Very BBW-ish, if you will. I think she's pretty. She kind of overdoes herself on makeup sometimes. Sometimes less is more, in my opinion. I still think she's quite attractive, though. But that's just me. Just my opinion is all it is my opinion. I don't watch, I don't really follow her. I watch a few of her videos, but I don't actually follow her on YouTube. I haven't clicked the follow button, in other words. But yeah. Come knocking on my door anytime. I wouldn't, as my dad used to say, I wouldn't kick her out of bed. I wouldn't kick her out of bed. It's an old saying, actually. I wouldn't kick her out of bed. Nope, I wouldn't kick her out of bed. I talked to a guy. I sold him a guitar, actually, and he was a friend of Trisha Paytas. In other words, he was just kind of an acquaintance friend of Trisha Paytas, and he painted her out to be quite personable and quite nice and kind and considerate. So yeah, I mean, she may very well be. Oh my goodness, I got the first two off in about, 10 minutes? This one's probably going to take me about a half hour. Whew, it's tiring to do all that, but it'll come off. Oh. Oh lordy. Oh lordy. 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 Okay. Just keep at it until it's off. This one's really thick with sticky, so it's going to take a long time to get this off.
Good morning, guys. It is me, Trisha. Just a quick little moment of inspiration to tell you that you are amazing.
It's loading it. It's another Trisha that I know. Her video came on for some reason. Oh, I was looking at her comment section. Because the haters were commenting. And it finally loaded her video. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so again, this guitar is a Jackson Warrior from 2002 or 2004, I forget right now. I'm pretty sure 2002. It could be 4. I'll flip it over. Man, what the hell? I'll flip it over and look. 2008. Oh, I was wrong. I did say the year at the beginning of this video. 2008. 2008. Space Odyssey. Oh my goodness. This sticky is really freaking bad. Oh, and it's just that kind of sticky that even if you take your fingernail and it just you move it around is all you do. Oh man. Oy vey. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. It's coming up just very slowly. Boy, she's reading her the riot act on Star Trek Voyager here. Reading her the riot act. The riot act. I really don't want to use a razor blade to take this off but I'm going to very gently scrape some of the sticky off, I think. I'm going to have to be really freaking careful though. No, I'm just moving it around is all I'm doing. Yeah, okay, well, just keep going, that's all I can do. As you were, 7 of 9. As you were. Oh man, come on. It's really not doing anything, it's just kind of sitting there now. I have to use a different kind of tape. Scotch tape ain't gonna do it. Scotch tape is just gonna rip all up, I think. Oh man. I'll keep going for a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, I just took up a big thing of it just right there. Oh man. Land sakes alive. Big chunk of it here just kind of sitting. Man, it's midnight already. I might have to stretch this out to a 2-day venture. I really don't want to because the guy wants to see it tomorrow. And it's a quarter apart. Shoot. If it hadn't been for this dang sticker, I'd probably be done with it by now. Faster. Yeah. Kind of, but not really. Oh, there we go. Took a big piece of it off just then. Ooh. Come on, man. Get up off of there. Get up off of there now. God, this stuff is bad. It's like, does the sticker manufacturer really need to put that much of a sticky on there? I mean, really. God, unless it's a bumper sticker or something. You don't need it welded on there. God. Just keep going. That's all I can do. Harder and faster. I'm about 2/3 done now. I'll tell you that right now. Come on, baby. Get the frig off. Lordy, lordy. Lordy, lordy. It's coming up though. Just very slowly but surely. Good thing this sticker, the first one I took off, had sticky on it. Or else I'd still be sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do to get the sticker off. Have to go out in the garage or out in the shop and get a piece of duct tape and do it with a piece of duct tape. I've done that before, but then the duct tape leaves remnants and then you got to take that off. So it's like, yeah, you can't win. I'm about 75% done though, I'll tell you that. Come on. Get the heck off of the... Come on. Oh, lordy. My friend that I bought this guitar from, he'd probably be hysterically laughing at me right now watching me do this. Not to be mean, but he would do it just because it is quite funny to sit here and do this. Whew, it's about 90% off. And I just need a spot do it. Switch off my hand because my finger's getting tired. I think that's about as good as I can get it. A little bit of remnants left, but not much. Whew. Fudge. Ooh, that's about all my back will tolerate on that. Whew. Holy mackerel, Andy. Whew. Oh, man. Lordy. Lordy, lordy. Whoa. All right. polishing the... Oh, I need to do the truss rod.
Are you saying he doesn't have a favorite food?
Okay.
If you happen to
I'm not going to satin finish the truss rod cover because it's in pretty good condition, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I might satin finish the screws, or wire wheel rather. Let's see. They're kind of in not so great shape. Wash that separately. Truss rod wrench. And oh, I'll show you guys. Instead of an Allen, it's one of these. So I'll put it generally in the center position if I can. Go a little loose and a little tight just to see how tight it is, and then I'll go slightly tighter than it was. I mean, just ever so slightly. And then that's pretty much the truss rod adjustment. Because I checked it before, I put a straight edge across it the other day, and it was not very far off, so it was pretty darn good actually. So, with that said, yeah. So I'm just going to polish the headstock. Well, I got everything off and everything's nice and accessible. I could wait until I put the strings on, but then I'd have to fight around the strings. And it's just easier to do it this way. A little bit more polish. A little more polish. And then you just get the top of the tuning peg. And just around to some of the edge. Okay. You stupid thing, I move the dang thingies around. So, oh yeah, it came out pretty nice. No issues, problems, or glitches. And I'll polish the truss rod cover separately.
It's been nice talking to you. Let's do this again sometime.
I'm picking up something.
Can you translate it?
I don't think it's
Yeah, came out nice. It's just a simple truss rod cover. It came out nice. I think I will brush finish the screws after all. We'll do that next commercial break on the show here. Oh. Oh. You can see my Star Wars laptop here a little bit. But I'll move the view because. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Okay, so. Truss rod cover screws. Next commercial break on the show here. I guess I'll start polishing the body a little. I gotta remember to be very careful to not touch any polish on the pickups. I'd have to just lift it up and out because probably gonna have to polish this twice, just because it's black. You know, oops, grab the wrong stick. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby chic. Just moving the pickups so I don't hit them with polish, because that will shine them up, and I don't want them shiny. But now there's a commercial, so I'm going to take those screws into the shop and brush finish them, so I will be right back in a minute. It's only going to take me like 5 seconds for each one, so I'll be right back.
These professional grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, spinal disorders, stenosis, and other painful back problems. Our medical grade durable knee braces are designed for those with osteoarthritis and general knee pain and weakness. Other braces are available for wrist, ankle, or shoulder pain. Our accredited staff will handle all of the Medicare paperwork. And best of all, your brace is shipped directly to your home for free. If you have shoulder pain, ankle pain, wrist pain, back pain, or knee pain, you can now call to see if you qualify for any of these pain-relieving braces at little to absolutely no cost to you. Will you qualify for a Medicare-covered pain-relieving brace? There's only one way to find out. 800-581-2042.
I've worked hard on the ranch all my life, and I just can't tell you how this back brace makes me feel so much better.
If you're suffering from chronic back pain, knee pain, wrist, ankle, or shoulder pain, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving brace covered by Medicare at little to absolutely no cost to you. 800-581-2042. If you carry the Red Violet New Medicare card and you're suffering from chronic back pain or knee pain, call and see if you qualify for these professional-grade braces at little to no cost to you. There's only one way to find out if you qualify for a pain-relieving brace. Call 800-581-2042. That's 800-581-2042. 800-581-2042. New tool that combines 48 tools into one. Introducing the Tiger Wrench. By simply clicking between the different sizes, you instantly have the tool you need for the job. Think about all the time you've wasted in the past fishing around for the right size tool. With just a few clicks of the Tiger Wrench, you'll have the right tool for the job every time. The Tiger Wrench is fast. Look how quickly the Tiger Wrench can go from one size to the next. As fast as you can click the tool, you can use it. And because of the unique revolutionary tool,
Okay, here's the screws. All nice and done. Now I will go ahead and I will put them back on the headstock. Truss rod, rather. Yeah.
It's a heavy-duty professional tool that's designed to handle up to 300 pounds of torque. You can easily pay up to $100.
So, came out pretty nice. And doing this just gives it a nice fresh look because the screw heads were very tarnished and corroded and whatnot. So doing this just gives it a nice fresh look, if you will. Oh yeah, that looks pretty darn spectacular. Okay, so let me see how this came out. My cursory polish job. And it's coming out pretty nice. And carefully put those back. I need a fresh soda, or I think I'm gonna get I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get probably maybe a V8, canned V8. It's pretty good stuff.
We really would like to keep this a surprise. Oh, right, the denim. I remember one time, this was at least 10 years ago, we went for a whole week without eating. Really? Not buying nothing but water and a little apple juice. Why? Some sort of survival training? Was it a contest? When we started eating meat, do you remember
Had to turn my lightsaber off. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, I washed my hands. Now I'm about to get them dirty again. Well, not dirty, but yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's coming out nice. Still got a little bit of steel wool lingering. Okay, yeah, that sticker came off real nice. In fact, it looks like it was never there, especially that one here. I mean, just, you can virtually tell it was never there. So I'm happy with that thus far. And a hater made a comment on one of my videos a few weeks back. And they were like, why are you using your dirty old socks? Let me rephrase that. Why are you using your dirty, smelly old socks to polish guitars? And I was like, well, first of all, they might be old, but they are not dirty or smelly. I actually, when a sock develops a hole or something in the toe or the heel, next to laundry, I throw it in there and I wash it, and then I then use it as a polish rag. So silly. So like, yeah, I'm gonna take a sock off my dirty foot and polish a guitar with it. Yeah, sure, okay, whatever you say. It's just like, yeah, come on. It's just a troll, hater troll. But it's like, really? Come on now. It's just like, and they actually make very good rags, an old sock, you know. They just do. They're already worn in, if you think about it. They're already worn in. And most socks are relatively very soft, and they're cotton, and they're thick. So they make very good polishing rags. I've used old socks as polishing rags on cars, guitars, all kinds of stuff over the years. I mean, just everything. Why not? They work. They work very well. Well, we've been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Had I not needed to deal with these dang stickers, I would have been done with this guitar a long time ago. And for this last sticker, I'm going to go up and down, side to side, diagonal, and then around and around and around. Because it's still got quite a bit of remnants on there. I'll take my rag and then see how it came off. Should have came out pretty darn good. Get my stuff out of my way so my rag doesn't mow everything over. Oh wow. Oh, wow, nice. It's coming out really good. This guitar has very few scratches in it. I mean, like, I won't say none, but next to none. As long as I'm careful with these pickups and don't scratch them across the surface, it will continue to have no scratches in it. I'm still going to go over it twice, but for all intents and purposes, wow, I mean, you guys can see it's coming out pretty darn good. So whoever gets this guitar is going to be very happy with it. There's a spot right here. Looks like maybe where somebody rested their hand or something. But other than that, I'll have to go over that twice. And this area here. Oh yeah, very nice. Like I keep saying, in every video I do that has a black guitar in it, black is a very unforgiving color. Black shows everything. Every dust particle, every fingerprint, every scratch, every micro scratch, every gouge, everything. It's coming out pretty nice. It's coming out quite lovely. Wow, yeah. I'm quite happy with it thus far. Oh, my back hurts. Oh. Oh. Okay, make sure my hands are not dirty. And pick these pickups. in. I mean, I still have to put the bezels on and whatnot, but there's a spot right here. And with black, you don't want to press down real hard. I mean, just kind of the weight of your finger plus a little bit more, but not a lot more. And then you can see how it comes out. It comes out pretty darn nice here. I'm not going to be able to finish this guitar tonight. Darn it. Shoot. I'm going to have to email that guy back tonight and say it's going to be Sunday night. Or maybe Monday. Most people will understand that. If you know, if they really want the guitar, they'll wait. They'll wait a couple of days, and I'll just tell them, you know, because I told them it had stickers on it, and it's probably going to take a little while to get the stickers off, and then of course any unforeseen issues, and then new strings, and blah blah blah. So I think the guy will understand, and just be like, well, okay. And he'll probably just say, you know, see you Monday or something. I've very rarely had somebody that I told I needed an extra day or two, and they said, no, forget it, I'll get something else. Yeah. Again, if it's something they want, they'll wait. If it's something they want, they'll wait. Because, you know, I got a spot polish and all that stuff, so got a spot polish. Oh. So double check before I put the pickup bezels on. Make sure my hands are clean, don't have any polish on them. And go ahead and start putting it back. Spring. Now the springs are tapered. They have a fat end and a kind of a skinnier end, a kind of cone shaped, long cone shaped. Generally speaking, you want the smaller end at top and the fatter end at bottom, generally speaking. So find one of my screws. Grab me screwdriver and very carefully and slowly and pick it up. So I get the threads, a couple of 2 or 3 threads started. And just get it started. That's all one needs to do. And be careful picking it up, because I don't want to scratch the surface that I just polished, and I don't want to mar the the satin finishing that I just did a half hour ago. Come on. Yeah, so good. I was using the wrong screwdriver. And get my screws. I'll have to use a smaller screwdriver. See how much better that looks? It's just a far cry from what it looked an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And I go corner to corner. And the screws. Oh yeah, I'm glad I brush finished the screws. I mean, they just look, I know it's hard to see on the camera, but they look 10 times better. They really and actually do. You don't want to go too tight or you'll crack the end of the corner of the pickup bezel. So you just go tight. Oop, I already got all 4 in. Oh, my back is really starting to kick in, guys. Oh. Oh, man. Okay. Try and finish this. Double check it and make sure I don't have any lingering remnants for the steel wool. Come on now. Come on. Oh man, that looks great. Such a far cry. I mean, this guitar was so dirty. I mean, just dirty, 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 dirty. Now it's pretty badass. There's one little tiny spot I might go over again with steel wool. It's just kind of a very light spot now I see it. Oh, mercy. There we go. That looks stellar. Really, really, truly does. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, I need to lean back a minute. Oh. spot with the steel wool just very quickly. That's it. Oh yeah, much better. Oh. Oh. Oh, my back hurts. I'm sorry. I keep oohing and ohing and awing, but my back really hurts. I'm gonna look at my knobs that I have. See, these are the ones I was going to use for that BC Rich, and they're the same as these ones, but they're chrome. This is a set of 3 that I don't want to break up in case I get a guitar that's got 3. Three controls. Now that being said, and I thought I had some black ones, but I don't. But I have these chrome ones here. Just regular chrome ones. I'll probably swap those out. Yeah. And I'll keep these because they're a little fancier, and I'll use them on that other BC Rich. So, there you have it. I wish I had black ones, but I don't. At least I'm pretty sure I don't. I've got thousands and thousands, well not thousands, I'd take that back. I got hundreds and hundreds of knobs. But black, being black is the most common color, I've long since used up all my new black ones. So, it's like, okay. But, anyway. So yeah, this is going to be a two-year. It's going to be a 2-year project. No, it's going to be a 2-day project because strings and a sticker took me, what? The stickering took me an hour, 45 minutes. It's just like, ah, God. Make sure these fit. Yeah, they fit. Yeah. So I will email the guy tonight and ask him if he can come Sunday or Monday to look at the guitar. And I'm very sure he'll be accommodating to that. That will allow me to go to Guitar Center tomorrow. Stock up on my string stock. Yeah, stock up on my string stock and what else did I say? Yeah, my string stock. And yeah. So this looks pretty bitchin' so far, man. It looks awesome. Oh darn. Yeah, I was gonna wire wheel these 3 screws. I will do that tomorrow night. In the meantime, I will take this panel off. This panel is in pretty good condition. I don't know if I want a satin finish it or not to match the satin finishing on the pickups and the pickup bezels. Yeah, you know what? I think I will. Because I told the guy I was going to satin finish all the hardware and wire wheel all the metal hardware. Because that'll give me a chance to get this friggin' sticker off. These stupid stickers they put out there. All this little sticker has there at the top, very, very top there, is just, it's a picture of a trash can with an X through it. In other words, saying, don't throw this guitar away. So it's like, yeah, okay. I'll be sure not to throw this guitar away. So off comes that sticker and onto the floor right now. So I'll take that sticker off, and that'll enable me a chance to satin finish this panel back electronics cover, technically what it is, tomorrow. And I'll close this video out here in about 10 minutes. And I'll just go ahead and put the first coat polish on the back here. And I kind of like that the back of this neck has a kind of a Ibanez cutout here, and the back plate isn't just metal to wood plate. It actually has a kind of a plastic, semi-hard plastic gasket, if you will, on the back of it. So that's pretty good that they do that. You know, this isn't a high-end guitar, like I said. This is just kind of a median priced guitar, not high-end at all, but still nice nonetheless. I mean, this is just what you would call an off-the-rack guitar. You'd buy at Guitar Center or Sam Ash or wherever. Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, you know. ...2008, and it's number 3,277 off the assembly line. Most serial numbers on guitars, the way they manufacturers make their serial numbers is it'll have the day, date, and year, or the year and then the sequential production number on it. In other words, it's guitar number 1, guitar number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's how they do that. Pretty much all guitar manufacturers do that. Some manufacturers, their serial numbers are just willy-nilly all over the place, like BC Rich. You look at their serial number and it has virtually and categorically nothing to do with the date or sequential production number at all. So it's very hard to date especially an older BC Rich, as an example. Ooh, wow, the back of this is coming out pretty darn nice. So this is coming out pretty nice. Pretty nice. I gotta remember to not forget the ferrules when I put the guitar strings on. Not forget the ferrules. Do not forget the ferrules. The pots are good pots. They're 500K pots. And the switch is a Gibson or Epiphone styled switch. So yeah, pretty good on that. Pretty awesome. I don't see any deep scratches or gouges. There's a little bit like where maybe some of these belt buckle just hit just a couple of maybe, looks like maybe 12 or 15 times back here, but they're not deep and they're not very bad at all. So yeah, it's a nice piece. I'm gonna do the back again. Oh. Sorry, my back hurts. My back hurts. Tonight's movie. Not really sure what tonight's movie is going to be. Oh, I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a Sylvester Stallone. Oh shoot. forget the name of it. I know the name of it, but I forget it. It's a prison break movie where he assesses prisons and how hard they are to break into or out of. But it's the second movie. It's the sequel to that. What's the name of that? Darn it. Prison. Darn. I don't know. I forget the name of it. But that's tonight's movie. I'm going to watch here in a bit. I finished watching all the Jurassic Park movies, but I'm probably going to watch them again all this week because it's kind of unofficially Jurassic Park week. Unofficially, kind of, if you will. So, I don't know. When I have a favorite movie I like to watch, sometimes when I get done watching them, I will sit down and I will watch them all over again. That's the kind of the obsessive compulsive part of my psyche, I guess. One person even went so far as to say I'm autistic because I did do that. And I'm like, no, I know autism. I'm extremely familiar with autism. I helped raise a 7-year-old autistic boy, so I know very much what autism is. Just because a person exhibits a trait that an autistic person doesn't in turn mean they are autistic. There are a lot more factors than just repetitiveness on something. I'm very much not autistic. Not that there's anything wrong with being autistic, I'm just saying I'm not, because I like to watch a movie more than once. Just like, okay. I don't know why the person said that. I don't know if they were a troll or just hating or whatever, but I was kind of taken back when the person said that. And they were like, oh, you're autistic if you're doing a repetitive watching a movie or a TV show more than once. You are autistic. And it's like, no. It's not how autism works. It's like, come on. It's not how autism works. I know autism very well. I won't say I am an expert, but in a way I am saying I'm kind of an semi-expert at it. I know autism very well. I know it very, 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 very well. So yeah, this is coming out pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and satin finish this right now. So that way it's just done. It doesn't take me very long to do it, as you guys know anyway, so I'll just do it. Just do it. As the saying goes, right? Just do it. Okay, one more stroke on the other side. I spittled on it. No, I didn't. I thought I did. Okay, there it is. Satin finished. And I call it satin finished, but in reality it's kind of satin slash brush finished. I know it's kind of hard for the camera to pick it up, but I'll hold it still here for a few seconds and the camera should autofocus. But you can see the striations from the fine steel wool. I'll just lay it in here for a second and you'll see it. Wow, that looks pretty good. That looks bitchin'. wire wheel on the 3 screws, strings, the ferrules, do a full setup on it, and then it'll be done. $210 guitar. And people are always kind of making fun of my asking prices on guitars, and I kind of set them that way, kind of because, to begin with, I'm not making a big profit on these to begin with. I didn't pay, I won't say what I paid for it, but pretty close to $200. So after, I'm going to have 4 hours of labor into this, maybe 3 actually, 3.5. New strings, my labor, I have to make a little bit of money. I'm not getting rich off of this. It's not like I'm making $300, $400, $500 on this guitar. I'm just not. I wish, but I'm not. Let's see. What's my profit going to be after my labor and after my strings? My profit's going to be. Let's see. Yeah, my profit's going to be $30. That's it. $30. My profit's going to be on this. So somebody might say, well, why don't you just round it off to $200? And if I do that on 40, 50 guitars a year, that can add up to $300, $400, $500, $600 at the end of a year. So I just can't do that. $210 is going to be the price on this guitar. It just is. It just is. Alright guys, I'm going to close this video out, and tomorrow night we'll have a new set of strings, and we'll finish this puppy up. And then at the end of tomorrow night's video, I'll show you what the next guitar is going to be, which is sitting right behind me. It is an Epiphone Wildcat that I just purchased. Pretty darn cheap, actually. And the only thing it needs is a 3-way switch. The tip busted off of it, and it's missing the plastic tip and the threads. So I'll, just like this switch. So I'll replace that. And new strings. It has acoustic guitar strings on it for somebody. Whoever restrung it wrong, and they put acoustic guitar strings on it for whatever reason. I guess that maybe they didn't know the difference or whatever. So that's a neat guitar. That one I'll probably make more of a decent profit on. I'll probably make $150 to $180 on that guitar. So yeah. Alright guys and gals, so thanks for watching this classic guitar video, and hopefully see you tomorrow night. And just that a little tiny bit, so it's not too high. And we'll finish this 2008 Jackson Warrior. Thank you very much.